Hi everyone. I wanted to jump on here and give you a video demonstration of what you will receive when you purchase and download my bundle for Born a Crime by Trevor Noah. Just some background information. I taught this book in my 10th grade classes. I have taught it in an inclusion co-taught class, in a regular standard English 2 class, and then also in my honors English 2 class. And it has worked amazingly in each one of those levels with different levels of differentiation. I created the majority of these things as I was reading with my students. And so as new semesters came in, my materials kind of were updated and upgraded. So I wanted to come on here and I updated my entire bundle to have access to my Google Drive as well. Now that I have kind of rounded out this bundle with all of the materials provided. So like I said, you will have access to a ton of different things. When you download the bundle, you will see a zip drive with some pre-reading. I'll show you an example of that, with some text boxes. Everything that I created was with in-person school in mind, because that's when I was teaching it. I created everything in Canva, so they are PDFs. However, if you want to have students write or type in a remote setting, the easiest way to do that is to just take these documents and make them the background of a Google slide. And then you will add a text box on top, and they can type directly on there like they would be writing in a classroom setting. And so just to give you some background, some pre-reading, it pairs with a Google slide that is also provided for you that has information about Trevor Noah. We watched some of his comedy. I will say there are some curse words, so you may want to address that before watching with certain levels of students. And then you've got a web quest that I created. It's not super in-depth. It's just some background information. I created it as a substitute activity, actually, when I was out one day. You've got your vocab and context for parts 1, 2, and 3. And then you have your guided reading. I had a question about creating a Google Doc version of these, and so that's what I did, and I put it in the Google Drive that you will also receive access to when you purchase this bundle. But you can see these are all in Canva so that they have this nice design. I've got some characterization charts, some symbolism and theme as well. You can kind of see going through those questions. Here is the identifying theme, step by step, how to do that. Again, you can make that remote learning friendly by adding that to a Google slide background and adding a text box on top. And then, so just so you know, when you download, you will have access, you'll get a version of this that's not blurred out, to my Google Drive. And so I just want to give you an overview of what that looks like. I've got assessments in here in Google Form, as well as some paper if you wanted to. And I also created a study guide as well. We've got the chapter activities, so those guided reading questions, but I also started creating small group discussions. And so if you wanted to, for instance, have your classes do a small group activity after reading tied to each chapter, for instance, chapter 2, I had them go and they had to research, do a little mini research about Soweto and fill out a KWL chart. So you can see that. Easy access to those things that you can make remote is just creating, a Pear Deck or some kind of other interactive activity there. I've got a breakdown of how to do a constructive response as well. Again, I have the Google Doc version, so I just copy and pasted all of the guided reading questions for easy copy and pasting into your own versions of things. I have a breakdown of the movie, The Color of Friendship. It's a Disney movie, and we did that at the end of the novel, connecting back those themes. I have some poetry as well as some other text sets to go with some informational text, some articles of the week. Research, I had my students do a research project, and I'll kind of show you an example of what I had them do. And this also includes a rubric for you for easy grading. They created a poster or a Google slide, so this could be an easy thing for remote learning. And basically the task was to research the education, the history of education, specifically how racism has tied into education in South Africa as well as in America. And so half of my students did South Africa and half of them researched American history. And then I have my daily slides. So you would want to edit these obviously because they wouldn't be February 19th or March 2nd for you, but those are broken down by chapter. So you can get an idea of what I did in my classroom. And then in general, I've got some teaching materials. And then down here at the bottom, I've got the book. I've got a free audio link to the book. Hopefully that is still active. That was active when I was teaching in March in the classroom. And then I also have a parent letter for the novel. Because there are some of those mature themes, I kind of wrote out the reasoning behind and the benefits of reading Born a Crime. So that is what you will receive in your bundle. If you've already purchased the bundle, you should have received an update. If you did not receive that update, let me know. I'm not really sure how Teachers Pay Teachers does that update when materials are upgraded. So hopefully that is really helpful for you because I loved reading Born a Crime. I'm bummed that I'm not teaching 10th grade anymore, so I can't do it anymore. But hopefully these things you can use remotely or once we get back into the classroom. Let me know if you have any questions, and I would love some positive reviews.